and blue for me and you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. What a wonderful world.
Good morning guys, and welcome back to our channel. As you can tell from the thumbnail, this is my morning routine and mental health, like my tips on mental health, because I have been into mental health and happiness and how to get everything you want out of life, how to suck the juices out of life. I've been into that since grade 8. I know people are like, oh my gosh, this girl's a baby, but I know what I'm talking about, and I'm continuing to learn each and every day because I love life and I want you to love life. So this video is actually me taking accountability, because I used to be so good in the mornings. I would wake up, I would meditate for 5 to 20 minutes, whatever I felt like on the day. I'd say my affirmations, I'd go out into the world and own it, and it was just a good time. I still try to do that as much as I can, but this is me taking accountability because I have not been doing those things. But this is me telling myself and you to start doing these things, because when I did do it, my energy was just peaking. Everything was working in my favor. It was just a good time. So the first thing, I've written it down in this little notebook that I got from my granny. The first thing is journaling. I know some people are gonna hear this and be like, that is literally the most boring thing you've ever said. I cannot explain how much journaling helped me. Not like dear diary, blah, 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 blah. When we used to go to school, when we weren't in quarantine, if I was done with my work, I would just start writing down like, I feel like this, da, da, da. Just straightforward. I feel like this, I want to feel like this, and then you start going on and on from there. It'd be really cool if I had this, I'm so grateful for this, and you just start letting out all of your thoughts, and it leaves your mind clear. A clear mind is literally so underrated. So I highly recommend journaling. You can literally just use anything. You can also use the notes in your phone, but I feel like writing is just better. The next thing I want to talk about is your ego. As soon as I heard that like everyone kind of has an ego problem, including myself, I started to pay attention to it. I'm still working on it today, and I will continue to work on it for the rest of my life. So your ego was created to protect you in primal times, long ago with the cavemen. Your ego is there to protect you, to say don't do that, you're gonna get hurt, don't do this. You need to say, thank you ego, but I've got this. Your ego is the thing that compares you to that girl or that guy or whatever. Your ego is the thing that gets jealous. Your ego is the thing that says, no, I'm better than that girl. You need to get rid of that, because when you get rid of your ego, you start to live from your heart. Just listen. When you live from your heart, you literally start to appreciate every single thing, and you realize that the world around you is just a reflection of you. So if you have a confrontation with the person and it gets into a heated argument, whatever, you need to come out of that conversation saying, oh, what did I learn about myself? Because that person only had that conversation with you. You only had that conversation because that person was reflecting you. Every single experience you have in life reflects you. That's why they say you learn from everything. So when I like come home and I'm in a bad mood and I just noticed that I started irritating everyone, I'm like, why did I do that? Or if my dad shouts at me for no reason, or my sister's on my back, it's me, it's not them. It's me. And you need to start taking accountability, because when you do, you aren't so itchy scratchy, you aren't impatient like I've been for the past my whole life. I'm joking. You literally start to improve on these things, and that's what I am going to do going forward. So get rid of your ego, start to live from your heart. Like there's birds in my neck sitting on the balcony, and I'm like, hi friends. Like life is so beautiful. Wake up and realize it. If you're feeling sad, if you're feeling angry, it's okay, you're human, you're allowed to feel like that. But then also realize that life is for the happiness, life is for the excitement, the fun. That brings me to my next tip. Allow yourself to get excited. That sounds kind of fun. People often, like when you're having a conversation and they're talking about something that they get excited about, they're like, oh yeah, but I'm kind of excited about that, and they get a little bit shy. Don't do that. Allow yourself to get excited. That's what you have emotions for. Excitement creates momentum in manifesting. So if you don't know anything about manifesting or the law of attraction, Kate and I did create a video how to get your dream life. I'll link it down in the description so you can learn about that. But excitement and talking about your future, talking about what you want, talking about what you liked about your day, about this person, talking about everything that makes you feel good creates momentum, and you move faster into that direction, deeper into that direction. Do you know what I'm saying? So instead of coming home and saying, you know what, I went to school and this boy that has not liked me forever, I'm not saying on a romantic level, just like as a person, and he was skiffing me the whole day and he was doing that. Instead of doing that, rather talk about the girl that gave you an apple when you were hungry. These are true stories. Okay, that's my tip. Get excited. Okay, we're getting excited. The next thing I have to say is everybody wants more out of life. Like if you ask anyone, most people want more out of life. And they feel like even if they get that, deep inside they know that they're going to keep on chasing. That means what you're missing is a lack of understanding and depth and appreciation about life. And my advice is to be aware of expanding your consciousness. The way you can do this is through having conversations with people, and not while you're talking to them thinking of your reply while they're speaking to you, actually listening to them. You'll be surprised how much better conversations go when they are like that. You connect with people faster, you make friends faster, you understand yourself better when you listen to people. Read books. So people who aren't readers, don't do this then, but do something that's out of your comfort zone. I'm not saying go skydiving if you don't want to. I'm gonna do that. Anyways, if you are a reader and you usually read like fantasy, then switch to autobiography. This just expands your consciousness. This puts you in other people's shoes, allowing you to expand your consciousness and therefore get a greater understanding of life, a wider perspective. It is so good to be appreciative, have a wider perspective, get excited about things. So all of these tips go hand in hand and they are so helpful. My last tip for this beautiful Thursday morning is breathing and appreciation. And I put these two together because I notice when I'm conscious of my breathing, I immediately get grateful. So the way you can breathe is literally by noticing the air going in through your nose, down your throat, and feel your chest rise and fall. Just being aware of the air going in and out of your body, because breath is life. Like, you need to start to appreciate your body, the way you move, your hair, your eyes, your breath. Just start appreciating. You start feeling connected to nature. You start feeling connected to yourself. You start feeling grounded. It's also proven that breathing starts to balance your hormones. So if you, like me, sometimes a bit mood swingy, breath work can help this. And there are plenty of things on YouTube that can help with this, that like 5-minute meditation. If you think I'm not a meditation person, like I'm not weird and spiritual like that, there are 5-minute meditations, okay, guided meditations. They'll tell you just close your eyes and take a deep breath and do it. Okay, it's so good for your mind and your body. It brings healing, and life is so great, you know, and I feel like everyone's always in a rush, including me. So I'm purposefully gonna go slower, appreciating things, stop getting stressed over the small things, because that is what I do. Like, I know I'm in matric and school is really important right now, but I stress over such little things with school. Not such little things, quite big things, but I'm just saying stress is so unnecessary. So I'm gonna just stop stressing. I'm not gonna stop putting in an effort with all my work and what I do, but I'm gonna stop to stress, and I'm gonna slow down, and I'm gonna stare at that bird as long as I want, because it's really cute to me, you know? Like, do what makes you happy, okay? And since that car drove past, that is the end of my tips part of this video. And as I said that, it was 11:11, and now I'm gonna go have my breakfast, and maybe you'll see my skincare routine. You never know. So I just got dressed for gym, and I was like, I'm gonna show them my breakfast and my skincare routine. Excuse that mess, I'm giving those things away. But then I just realized I never put makeup on. So this is a rare occasion, and me just taking all this makeup off to do a skincare routine is not logical. I'll just maybe do a separate video for that, because that is part of your health, because your skin is part of your body, and when you look good, you feel good. Okay, so let's go see my breakfast, people. So guys, here's my breakfast, and I'm just gonna eat it while sitting outside or walking outside, because it's such a pretty day. And some things you can use to spice up your oats. I'm just tracking my macros, so it's quite difficult to put some fancy schmancy things in here. Things you can use to spice up your oats can be cacao nibs, cinnamon, fruit. I did eat a banana with this, and you can add strawberries, whatever, just to get those micronutrients in and enjoy the view, and then get dropped off at Kay's house. So that's it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you enjoyed my tips and really put them into use, and me taking accountability, because so are you. You're gonna start taking accountability for your own life, and by that I don't mean anything serious. Just start to enjoy it. And without further ado, I would just like to say goodbye. So goodbye, guys. So if you don't mind liking this video and subscribing to this channel, because Kate and I would really appreciate it, and it really supports us. So thank you for watching this video. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
And I think to myself, what a wonderful world.